Welcome to the Seven Crosses series for Workers and Resources Soviet Republic. In this video, what I want to do is just give you a very quick update with respect to building these metro lines here, because there are a couple of things which are quite important when you're considering building rail tracks now. For anyone who's interested in the series, after I've shown this demonstration, I will give you a quick update of progress. So just to set the scene, what we've got here is a crossover. For any of you who've built manual tracks, you know that these back curves are always a pain in the neck, and they normally involve building quite complicated loops so the construction trains can come back. But there's been a change with the update where the construction train will come up and then come back down this way. And just to show you, if we come into here, what you'll see is what I've done is there's two jobs currently active, but the one we're interested in is this one. So what I'm going to do is just let the game roll forward slowly. And the other thing I want to show you is if I click on here, you'll see at the moment none of this section has been built at all. And what I've noticed, in fact, we'll just let the train come down, just speed up a little bit, because it's and what this train should do, if it's the right one, he goes up to here. Now, one thing I will say is that you notice that the construction train is completely contained within this section of track here. Over here I've got a short section of track. Now if I tried to bring the train in from this side, I'd have a problem, because one thing I've noticed from my testing is the fact that the train has to come in and clear this junction here in order to come back this way. Now if I click here, if you actually watch this actually being built, what you'll notice is that where it says laying railway is exactly the same as resources needed to complete the track. So if we just watch this, I'm not getting that many workers in, so it's a little bit slower than normal. But what you'll see is that this construction train will build this whole section, or as much as it can according to the supplies that it's carrying, in one pass. This is going to be quite important, especially if you are planning a surface metro track, like I think I was talking about in the last part, with dropping track down like this, because it means that one, you're going to save on resources, and two, you're actually going to build the track quite quickly, as long as you can get the workers in at the moment. Another thing I've noticed is if you're building a series of short sections of track, the train will build one section, like when it built this section, it came down, built this section, and then carried on up through there. So that's another characteristic that you can take into consideration. Of course, it won't do it here because this bit of track's already been built. And you can see that's now been built. And he's going to go back. And of course, he's lost his job. So what we're going to do is come here and we'll just allocate that in again. Because another problem I've actually found is the fact that this junction doesn't really work that well. So what I'm going to have to do is put some crossovers in here so that I can send the construction trains in both directions. Now, if you actually watch this bit of track here is nearly finished. What should happen? You should finish this bit and then go straight on to the next bit. So just like that, see? I'm not sure if he will actually go up this section of bridge. Just see if he will. I doubt it very much, because it's a change in roadbed type. That's it. And you can see here, so laying the surface metro will go really quickly. And here comes our other guy. He will come in here, and he's on this side of the track now. And they always go to that end. So really, if you've got a junction like this, what you need to do is create a section of track which is slightly longer than the length of your longest construction train, so that the turnaround time is reduced. Not that it really makes that much difference. That's all I really wanted to show you with respect to constructing surface metro track, and of course that nice little back curve now, which is going to make life a lot easier. For anyone who's following the series, what I'll do now is I'll just give you a quick update of what I've been doing. What I actually did over here is I actually auto built on big chunks of this, because I really wanted to get the rail construction system going. And what I've also done down in this corner here is I've actually planned some hotels and put in a little bit of a tram system, simply because in the next part we're going to be planning tram networks, and I didn't really want to waste a lot of your time with putting in these hotels and areas here. So what I've got here is I've got a fairly large hotel here. I think we've got a main pavilion here as a tourist attraction, and what we got here is another hotel. So what I'm gonna have is 2 hotels. They're both quite big hotels. Here I've put a zoo in just for a bit of an attraction. Here I've put an end station because I feel that I need to be able to pace the gaps and provide a possible turnaround for a tram coming down here. Up here, what I've done is I've put in a large kindergarten and a large school, because when I do the planning in the next part, what we're going to have is a loop tram round here, and the idea is all the children in this area should be able to catch the tram in either direction to get to the school. That's the theory. If it doesn't work, then we'll just have to fall back on plan B. Here I'm thinking about putting the depot, and I think that's all about it. The only other thing I'm going to show, because I don't want this video to be too long, we go underground. What you'll see here is the metro line is coming along quite nicely. Must admit, I'm really impressed with the tunnel borers. But of course these tracks are held up by the distance from there. I just wonder, I don't think... No, so what I'm going to have to do is come over to the where is it? The reason you've got to do this is the fact that the auto detect for the station doesn't work through a station. So what we've got to do is, so it's built the track to here, so what we've got to do is kick this off again, and what that should do now is run all the way through to this station. This means I've got to keep an eye on this bit of track here. So he's now finished that, but this has been auto-detected. But once this little section's been finished, then I'm going to have to put the auto-detect over that side as well. That is it. Hope you enjoyed the video. Hope you found it interesting. And until next time, whatever you do, enjoy your gaming.